seems only appropriate that it is on a Friday that we begin our reflection of Jesus' crucifixion. The text for this station comes from Luke chapter 23, verses 33 through 34. When they came to the place called the Skull, they crucified him, and the criminals there, one on his right and the other on his left. Then Jesus said, "Father, forgive them. They know not what they do." I've really enjoyed all the reflections that we've had so far. It's been wonderful to see all the talented individuals within our congregation sharing their perspective on these stations. I thought today that I would share a poem from member Barbara Mabry entitled "The Man." I'm going to read just a portion of it, but I commend it to you. It's from her book, Mary's Nights. You can find it in our church's library. Again, this is just a portion from the end, towards the end. Overwhelmed, he slumps to the ground, lets the crosspiece thump on the stones, rests for a few moments. He doesn't know if he can even move again, can push himself for one more step. He is a man, after all, used to only walking miles over these barren hills, but not carrying this kind of load, nor with his heart and lungs bursting. Sweat drips off his forehead, stings his eyes and his wounds. He almost glows. He can imagine with pain and fear, yes, fear. For he has seen just now what is coming. He will die. Of that he is certain. But he wishes they would just run him through with a sword now and finish it. He does not know if he can endure what soon will happen to him. So why is he struggling to stand again? Legs quivering, fitting the angle of the wood to his shoulder, and moving, inching toward his destiny. His time is short, and he is wishing it even shorter. If there is a God, he decides, why doesn't he strike me down now and end it? His eyes glaze over, and he thinks maybe he can will himself dead right now. But his body keeps on moving, inches, but moving. Finally, he is there. The cross is lifted off, and he sinks to his knees, realizing the silence. But he does not pray. He doesn't even think of it. He is desperately thirsty, though, and cries out for water. But no one approaches him with water. He sprawls face down in the dirt, arms extended, breathes in the dust, clutches the dust. He cannot begin to imagine how it will feel to have huge nails driven through his palms. He pushes that thought away, shudders, and takes a deep breath. It occurs to him then that since he is breathing and thinking, he is not dead just yet. Then he fears suddenly that his dying will be prolonged. He is still so young, and he certainly does not want to die. Dreads it. There's still is urgent work to do. He wonders for an overwhelming instant if all his life has gone for nothing, and briefly for what, or if he will be remembered. He wishes he could write what he has come to believe. But then he is roughly grabbed, hauled upright, and dragged toward his empty cross. But suddenly he knows, I will be remembered. But he fears too, remembered for having been crucified here, this day, on Golgotha. Barbara Mabry's poem, The Man. Amen.